proud football tradition. It has hosted several World Cups. It has some football tradition, too. And from where the Berlin Thunder won 3 NFL Europe championships, it is so good to be back here in Berlin's Olympic Stadium. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And here we go from Berlin. Chooses to bring this one out. And this drive will start inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They go again with Taylor. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Kid, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Going to the ground again on first. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, that came at the perfect time.
Play fake, it's Richardson. That one finds Josh Downs. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. And that's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Left side into the hands of Warren. They'll have a little, not a lot. Ball to about the 25. Divine Diablo there on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Okay, ready.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On first down, here's Penix. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. So it's second down coming up.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Rolling left, buying some time. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got first and 10 inside the red zone. Going right side, Robinson with it. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Third and just 2 to go. Penix now. He's got his man. This is Walker. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, first and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to it. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here's second and 5. Completed over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Richardson will do it himself. And he's going to be tackled after a pickup of about 5 here. Second down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That one connects. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts make it a 1-point game. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Colts tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Starting from the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. This is complete. It's Davis. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Falcons will have a 1st. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On 1st down, here's Penix. Cut down the field, it's Pitts. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, Taylor. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Play action, it's Richardson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
2nd and 10, again it's Richardson. He lofts it deep right side. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Colts tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he takes the knee in the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Penix looking to pass. The left side is caught by Pitts. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
3rd down, it's Penix. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
This game, Kate, that's his domain, and he is prepared to reign over it with an iron fist. Not going to give his assignment any space and play tight man-to-man coverage. He knocks it away.
Secures this at the 17. He gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Taylor from the pistol. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the 1st. This has the makings of a shootout. A lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of 1. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They start out with a 2nd and 3. Taylor again. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
On the ready.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's got it. Complete to Downs. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing now, Richardson. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Come on. Thank you. Hawk 70. Hawk.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
To the air on this first down. Richardson escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw, Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Let's go.
From the red zone now. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
Option give to Taylor. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Williams does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go.
Richardson will do it himself. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
3rd and goal for Richardson. Drops back.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
26-yard attempt.
Pinheiro's kick is good, and they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 24. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 40 on 2nd down. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here in Berlin. It's the Falcons facing a 3rd and 9. Penix here from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Back deep for the Colts is Anthony Gould. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
60 vices, 60 vices.
First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. They pitch it out to him here. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Let's go now.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And he gets it through the midfield stripe, but onto the Falcons side of the field. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. Finds him on the crossing route. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Completed over the middle. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Ready, ready.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's ready.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by, I love this name, Devon Diablo. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Throwing now on first down. Penix. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be second down. Here's Penix to throw. He fires one deep down the left sideline. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
They'll throw on third and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. It's an Indianapolis touchdown! The Colts will add to their lead at the end of the half. You gotta love when your special teamers say, take some time off offense. Your presence, that's not required at this moment. That guy took care of things himself with an electrifying return.
Yeah, find somebody who doesn't welcome some time off from work, Kate. They're more than happy to chill out on that sideline, offer some extra applause as that return team, well, it did more than its normal job.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Colts make it a 10-point ball game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Has it at the 11. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Back to throw it. And the Colts get to him. He goes down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. One last play before the break. He's back to throw. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Now, it has been a great time so far in Berlin, hasn't it? More still in store. Off we go here in our second half. He'll take this at the 10. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Penix now. He puts some juice on a deep throw. He's got it inside the 25. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Robinson on the inside give. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
On second down, Robinson. They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Penix on third down. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he got all in that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. A give left side to Taylor. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
They're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes them. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read, Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
It's downfield. He's got it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
He's running with it. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
And they take him down right along the 30. Pickup of 2 here. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts make it a 9-point advantage. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Here's Robinson to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing, Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. On the counter, it's Taylor. He's got room to roam here. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Stephanie!
They go again with Taylor. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Stop made by the 1st rounder out of Tennessee, James Pierce.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Ready?
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Sheds off the rusher. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but showing love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Throwing now, Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw intended for Tyler Warren. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested captures, and he couldn't.
And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Come on. Hey. Cougar 19. Go.
Taylor is in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts take a 3-possession lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Starting at the 10. Good work so far. He's got room. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Robinson again here on 2nd. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Charvarius Ward brings him down. We're paused here to deal with an injured player, and this is a significant one. Oh, that's Bijan Robinson getting looked at after the play. Penix throwing, 3rd and 2. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The almost pick hasn't shaken their faith in this offense. They're leaving him out there. Here's 4th down. They do go for it. It's Penix. He connects downfield. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Colts with the football as they hang on to this comfortable lead.
Ready.
Falcons going nickel to defend this third down play. Now Richardson to throw. Left side into the hands of Warren. And this one does not go far.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Now we're on with Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. To the air with Penix. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Penix now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you'd love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready.
Play action, it's Richardson. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Intended target there was Tyler Warren. And now it's 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
He was brought down by Caden Ellis. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Ready.
Here's Richardson. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, Taylor. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's 2nd and 14. Going with the screen to Taylor. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go. Start.
Running for the marker with Williams. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
18 Cardinal.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
19.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. They're going Taylor. And this runs overwhelmed. They drive him backwards and off the field with this turnover on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built themselves up a little buffer here, Kate. It's never over until it's over.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, here's Penix. He's trying to push the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. From the shotgun, Penix. Pass taken in by Marshall. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He has the first over the middle. Into the red zone. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Berlin. Falcons gotta score in a hurry. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Here's Penix. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Throwing now. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
That kick obviously gets it back to a 1-score game. Now the real question, Kate, how good do those onside kicks look at warm-ups? How good did they look all week in practice? Is it time to pull out the onside kick, or trust your defense with 2 timeouts in your pocket?
And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. And again, Richardson will hold on to it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Colts are winners, as we say Auf Wiedersehen from Berlin.